What's up everyone? We're here at C Fitness doing leg day. I got 2 plates on each side. It's a comfortable 225. I don't like to go super heavy on squats. I like form over quantity. What you missed was me doing a warm-up on the bicycle. A couple things of calves and just like a beginner squat just to kind of get that blood pumping. But let's jump right into it with standard squats. So every other set is going to be calves. This is the one that I like to do the most. Again, this is going to be every other set, and we're just going to jump right into it. For our next one, it is going to be what's called the Zercher squat, and the purpose of this one is going to be a really deep squat, focusing sort of like on the form of a front squat where you hold higher. You're actually going to cradle it within the crook of your arm, holding the weight like this, and you're going to do a perfect squat going down. It's one of my favorites. It's one a lot of people don't know about, but it's one to just add a whole new dimension to your leg, and I guarantee if you try it, you're going to love it. Let's do it. So just like we said earlier, every other one's gonna be calves. Next one we're gonna do is seated calf raises. Another one of my favorites. Gets a really good pump in the calves, which again, they never grow. So we're gonna make them grow. Let's do it.
Alright, so the next thing I'm jumping into is leg extension. And in this, you'll see my foot both flex and extend to draw the pump into different areas of the quad. Key things to keep in mind is that when you're fully extending your leg, you're not popping them into position. I do what's called a soft lock, where you stop 5 to 10 degrees just shy of 180 to avoid that pressure on the knee. Also, my form is really sucked to the back of the chair to focus all of that movement and isolation on my quads and not my lower back. And as with the rest of the workout, I do 3 sets of 7, focusing on that tight squeeze and form.
Yo, just like we said, every other set's cast. So let's do this. So everything you're doing in here, especially on leg day, it's all towards your intensity and what feels comfortable to you. It's all about your level of intensity. If you can't do 225 on your squat, you can only do 135, do it to the best of your ability. And each week, put on more weight until you get to where your goal is. Because you're not gonna win against everyone in here. There's always someone stronger, there's always someone who has better form than you. The thing is, it's all about your intensity and your goals. It's the only thing that matters, because it's that mind and body connection that you want. And it's all about your mind and your body. So you just gotta get out there and do it for you. That walk to the other side of the gym gets a little worse as the workouts continue, but gotta do it.
Alright, so right now we're switching to leg curl. This one is my absolute favorite because hamstrings are an essential part of leg strength, and this one does a really good job at hitting the hamstrings. Same thing with everything. It's going to be 3 sets of 7 with moderate to high weight to fatigue that muscle, focusing on a high squeeze and a good pump throughout. You should do a weight that you're comfortable with, so let's just jump right back into it.
One thing that is super important is always stretching, getting a deep stretch through these muscles. And I like to do it in between sets. I don't encourage doing it right before you get to the gym, but when you first start working out, you never want to really deeply stretch a cold muscle. You always want to get that dynamic workout or that dynamic warm up to get a good pump and blood through that muscle, and then you start stretching. Otherwise, you're not going to guarantee to hurt yourself, but your odds are going to increase quite significantly. Plus, it doesn't hurt on leg day. Thriller may or may not be playing, and there is no one to be found doing legs. Because it's all about that grind, you know? Calves again, we just got done doing leg curls. Let's back at those calves. Let's do it. right, so we just went through all my main ones. Double-legged, otherwise known as like standard, we went through them. Now, I think what sets apart my leg day is once you've done those core 5 to 7, maybe 10 exercises, 10 being a lot, you go through and you do relatively the same ones minus squat, because that'd be really difficult and it's pretty much just a lunge at that point. What makes it different is you go back through all those other ones that you just did and you go through them one-legged. Now, the reason why I think this sets a different like tone to a leg day is because I think it really isolates those stabilizer connections between the larger muscle groups like your hamstrings and your quads, but that really focuses on strengthening that individual leg. Now, we're not going to change the weight, so if your left leg is weaker, you're not going to do 20 on your left and 40 on your right. You're going to continue to do the same weight you would do with your dominant leg until that weak leg catches up. You never want to do adjusted weight to that leg. It's not going to be beneficial. It's just going to take twice as long, and the potential to hurt yourself is different because that weight difference between each leg is going to be there. So again, we're going to go through. The first one I like to do single leg is leg extensions. I feel like that gets the best squeeze and the best pump through my legs. Kind of sets the tone for the rest of them. So we're going to jump right into that. Single leg, catch you in a minute. Surprise, we're back at it again with calves every other. By now, your calves should be on fire. I know mine are, but there's not much left to say than just stick with it and keep it going. Let's do it.
Just as before, this is a single leg hamstring curl, focusing on getting a good squeeze and a good pump throughout the hamstring, making sure to come all the way up, all the way down. Again, applying that soft lock at the bottom as to prevent knee injuries. One thing I like to do is alternate, definitely going 7 on, 7 off. Fatigues the muscle a lot quicker than 1 on, 1 off. But either way, as long as you get a good pump and a good squeeze that muscle using the appropriate weight, it's up to you, style you like.
So we're almost done with the workout. We've done everything from Zercher squats, which is the one you cradle in your arm, numerous times with calf. I lost track and it's like brutally painful right now. But the last thing you got to do is the mecca of all leg days, which is squat again. And if you can handle it, I would suggest doing the same weight you begun with. Now, if you can't because you've been fatigued from the rest of the workout, that's completely understandable. That endurance will come with the workout. So in that 3 to 4 weeks, maybe you start getting some like beginner gains. Soon, you'll be able to start your workout with 2 plates or whatever your goal is. Again, it's all variable on your intensity and no one else's. Soon you'll be able to start it and finish it with the same weight, maybe even more. You got a little bit left in the gas tank, throw it on at the end. This is the time where you put your form and you put your weight to the test. You really want to give it everything you got because this is what's going to send you home. Like this is your drive home thinking, did you leave everything in the gym? And you'll pay for it for the next couple days, but when everyone else is skipping leg day or the gym and they're going to the bar or they're sitting at home playing video games or watching Desperate Housewives, you'll be in the gym doing leg day, making gains, and at the end of the month or at the end of the year, when they look at themselves and you look at yourselves, you want to be that mind and body connection, and they're not going to have that, and you will. So that's why you got to stick with leg day. That's why you finish it with what you started with, or more, always more. What's up everyone? So we just wrapped up leg day here at C Fitness in South Hill. Shout out to them, they're actually our main sponsor. Look them up, link's gonna be in the description below. I'm gonna head home, get some food in me because I am starving. Yeah, if you like what you saw, leave a like. Let me know in the comments what you guys want to see. Make sure to hit that subscribe button because there is going to be more content, and this is just the first. There's going to be a lot more to come. All right, this is Fitness 253. This is Josh, first video on the channel. Leave a like. See you guys later.